Hey guys, Kingkade here and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you all how to beat the current world record on a Desi trip. Let's get right into this. So first of all, you want to decide which world record you want to beat. If you are going to do it as solo, then just go ahead and hop in. But if you are going to try to beat the duo world record, then make sure you grab a friend. So the current world records are 69,000 for solo and then 88,000 for duos or more. So what you want to do is I recommend using this van in the back, but technically it doesn't matter which car. You could either choose this one or this one, but you want to make sure that you don't use any Roblox items. So if you own the ATV or the truck over here, you can't use them. You have to do it as free to play. We also can't use any of the parts. So we can't use any of the fuel from these cars either. And make sure you do stack up on as much resources as you find because you can't revive. You also can't use any free revives either, which if y'all don't know, you get one free revive every day if you join their group, and you can't use any of those. Also, I don't think you can use an account that has the game passes. So if you have the ×3 health game pass, the hunger game pass, or the stamina game pass, I think you just have to create a new account for the challenge and then you can swap back to your main account, because I don't think they count it if you have the ×2 health game pass, because that of course makes it easier. Anyway, let's go and grab this. It is quite difficult to grab sometimes. But yeah, make sure you don't touch anything from the ATV or the truck or else they will disqualify you. Also, by the way, if you are trying to beat the road record and if you're trying to submit it to them, then you do have to record the whole thing. So make sure you are recording the whole time or else they will not count it as a submission, because they'll just assume that you cheated. So once we have our car right here, we have it all fueled up. Now what we want to do is we want to attach wheels to the car. So these wheels, the way that we attach them, they will stop the car from flipping. So we want to attach one right there and then one on the other side and then one on the roof. Most times these won't completely stop it from flipping over, but they'll make it so you can easily flip it over by hand, and then you won't need any dynamite or anything to like blow it all up. But anyway, we have our wheels like that so we don't flip over, and now we're gonna go ahead and start our journey. Before you start your journey, make sure you do show your gas tank. So 9 liters of gas. Now let's go ahead and head off, and now we pretty much need to stop at every place we see, because we're also gonna need some weapons later on. So if you could find any like pistols or anything, that would be pretty nice. Also, you don't need to worry about nighttime, because apparently they made it so nighttime only lasts like 30 seconds now. It's crazy. Such as it's probably gonna be daytime by the time we get to 1,000 meters. We're now getting close to 1,000 meters, and as you can see, it's already daytime. It's only been like 20 seconds. But anyway, we're looking for any buildings because we definitely need to stack up on gas. Also, by the way, if you see a V8 engine, I recommend taking it, because in the newest update they made it so like the vehicles barely use any fuel. So even if you only have like 5 liters of diesel, just go ahead and toss that in, and that's probably gonna last you like 5,000 meters. So it looks like there's 2 good buildings up here. This like church looking building, and then also a double garage, which is actually the best building. So we're gonna go ahead and stop up here, see if there's anything good. Make sure you do turn your engine off whenever you stop, just so you don't like waste fuel or anything. But yeah, let's go ahead and check our gas tank. We traveled 2,000 meters and only used 0.5 liters gas. The gas balancing is like really off in this update. But anyway, there is a can of diesel, so we'll go ahead and take this, because this will go ahead and be enough diesel for a V8 engine to probably go over 5,000 meters. Let's just hope there's a V8 engine in here now. And a gas can, I just won't take that. I don't really need it right now. And then there's an RPG and another gas tank. All right, we'll go ahead and take both of these things. And now let's go ahead and drive up to the double garage. Also, make sure you are eating as much food as you can find, because you'll definitely need a lot of food to survive. Also, once again, watch out for these people, because you definitely don't want to die. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab the sacks. Well, we went ahead and killed them, so let's go ahead and attach that to our car for later. And now let's see if there's anything good in here. There is a better radiator. Also, if y'all didn't know, they did add a better radiator, such as this one in the newest update that can hold 15 liters of water. So make sure you do grab that. Let's go ahead and take out this old one. Also, they made the radiators use a lot less water, such as this one. This is still the one from the beginning, and it still has nearly 2 liters of water. So anyway, let's go ahead and toss this one in here, and now let's see if there's anything else good. We don't really need dynamite, and gas, I probably won't take that, to be honest. We don't really need more gas, because with the newest update, this is probably enough gas to allow us to get to 15,000 meters. But anyway, we did find a gun, so let's go ahead and take this. So we'll attach that, and then we'll also go ahead and take a water can. I did see a better engine as well. So this engine, we'll go ahead and take this one, because this one is better. And alright, nothing else we really need. Let's go ahead and swap out the engines. And there we go. Now let's go ahead and flip that, and now let's go ahead and keep driving. So we probably don't need to make any stops until the 10,000 meter mark, which actually, before we go, let me make sure I eat some food. You also might want to attach some food to your car to make things easier, but I'm just gonna go ahead and eat some real quick and then continue my drive. So we don't really need to stop until the 10,000 meter mark, but make sure you are watching your hunger at the bottom left, and make sure you stop at buildings every now and then to eat some food. We're now getting close to 5,000 meters, and look at where we're at. This must be like a very rare sight right now. So as you can see, we have 2 churches, one right there which has a vampire engine, and then this one right here which also has a vampire engine, and then it looks like we also have a car trouble event, and then we're also at the 5,000 meter mark. That is insanely rare. A car trouble trouble vent is like extremely rare, and the churches are extremely rare, and we have 2 churches and a car trouble vent, all at the 5,000 meter mark. That is crazy. But anyway, we will go ahead and take down one of these churches so we can go ahead and get one of the vampire engines. We are going to try to stay a little bit back because I want to kill these people before the vampire person spawns, which actually looks like the vampire person is inside. So let's see if we can snipe him from here, because he only starts chasing us if we get close enough. So let's just go ahead and shoot him as much as we can before he gets too close, because he does a lot of damage. So if you go ahead and arrive at one of these churches, what you want to do is just stand far back. Don't try to kill him with an axe. If you try to kill him with an axe, then you'll probably die. So there we go. We went ahead and used all the ammo for that. Now let's go ahead and grab our pistol. And there we go. We went ahead and kill him. Now let's go ahead and kill these other people around him. So there we go. We can stand far back enough so they don't start chasing us, but close enough that we are able to kill him. So there we go. We went ahead and killed him. We'll grab the pistol later. So now once we're in here, we can go ahead and grab the weapon that I dropped. This one right here. But now we can also go ahead and grab the vampire engine. So I haven't really tested this out after the update, so I'm not too sure how good it is, because before the update it would drain your fuel and it would also drain the oil inside of this. But I'm not too sure how good it is after the update, because they did go ahead and balance it out, so it shouldn't drain our fuel anymore. So anyway, let's quickly drive past this. And alright, there is usually a dude with the gun. It looks like he was like stuck inside the ground. But yeah, let's go and drive up here. Hopefully we don't get like eaten up by the tornado. Now what we want to do, let's go ahead and stop our car, and now let's go ahead and fuel up on these gas tanks. So at the 5,000 meter mark, there are always 2 gas tanks that each have 9 liters of gas. So we currently have 30.8 liters of gas. We'll go ahead and check how much we have at the 6,000 meter mark, just to make sure that's not like drained in our gas. So anyway, what we want to do is we want to go slow on this first part right here, just so we can go ahead and align our wheels. And it actually looks like I messed up. No way. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and try to fix it. Very unlucky. I think it's pretty much impossible. But anyway, let's try to push it back. And okay, it went flying. We can recover from this. I usually don't have a vampire engine this early, so I'm not usually going this fast. But anyway, let's go slow, align your wheels, and there we go. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and do this one. This one we also want to go slow on, and there we go, cross that one as well. And now we want to start to speed up, not too fast so that we don't lose control, but fast enough that we are able to clear this jump. And there we go. Awesome. And now let's go ahead and keep driving. So I recommend still looting the buildings and looking for a V8 engine, but there is a guaranteed V8 engine at the 15,000 meter mark, so that's fine. Also, by the way, remember, if you die, that is pretty much the end of the run, because if you are trying to get the world record, then you aren't allowed to respawn at all. So we just reached the 6,000 meter mark, so let's go ahead and check it. And also, I don't know why, but for some reason this engine keeps overheating, because we still have a full thing of water. I went ahead and even grabbed it and placed it back, and for some reason it's still overheating. Not too sure why, but anyway, let's go and check the gas. So this is still pretty good. So it looks like they did balance it. Before, it would use 10 liters of gas per 1,000 meters, but it looks like now it only uses 1, so that's still good. Not too sure why it's overheating though, but we'll go ahead and continue to use this until we reach the 15,000 meter mark. Also, by the way, if you do get spun around, the electricity poles are always on the right. So if for some reason they're on the left side of the road, make sure you turn around, because the electricity poles are always on the right side of the road. We're now at the 10,000 meter mark, so let's go ahead and stop here real quick. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive slow enough so we don't crash, but we're also gonna drive fast enough so we don't get like obliterated by these people. So let's go and keep driving. Over here, you do want to be extra safe, because once again, if you do die, then that pretty much ends the run. So do your best not to die. Also, make sure you don't crash into any of the people, such as this dude right here, because if you crash into him, it's the exact same as crashing into a rock, which that is what we don't want. Also, if you don't have all your doors, you will start to die from sandstorms, and if your health gets too low during a sandstorm, just try to find a building and then stand inside the building until it ends. So yeah, just gonna do that. And it looks like they didn't destroy too much. They just destroyed this door and my back door, but other than that, we are chilling. So now we're pretty much chill all the way into 15,000 meters though, and then once we reach 15,000 meters, I am gonna switch over to a V8 engine, because this engine is kind of being weird sometimes. We now arrived at 15,000 meters, which is pretty nice. I did forget to stop at buildings and eat some food, so our hunger is quite low right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and stop, pull this brake so it doesn't roll away, and now let's go ahead and hop out. So I am gonna swap out this engine, because this engine, it is good, but for some reason it keeps like overheating. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab this V8 engine in here, and we have tons of diesel. That should be enough diesel to last us like the rest of our trip. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop in. Let's go ahead and toss this in as well. And now what we need to do is we gotta drain out all the gas. So we're just gonna go ahead and detach it. So there we go. And now we're just gonna push it over. So there we go. We pushed our car over. Let's go ahead and open this up, and let's drain out all the gas, because we gotta go ahead and replace it with diesel. Also, we're gonna go ahead and grab a few water tanks. We don't really need too much, because our car actually doesn't need too much water, but we'll still attach like 5 of the water tanks to our car, just so we can use them for later. We now went ahead and fueled up our car. We do have another can of diesel in there, but I'm not gonna grab it because we are about to die from hunger. So let's go ahead and hop into our car, flip this, and now let's go ahead and keep driving. And it looks like we luckily have a building over here. We're not gonna stop at that one. Those buildings usually have nothing in them, but yeah, luckily we do have a building over here that we can stop at. So yeah, that's very lucky, because we definitely do need food. food. So let's get and run in here and let's look for any piece of food before we die. It looks like there is an apple, so that's good, and a chocolate bar, onion, and a banana, good. And then it looks like there's no more food. There are some guns, but we aren't even gonna grab them. You can go ahead and grab the guns if you want to, but we don't really need to grab them. I'm even gonna toss these off because we aren't really gonna fight people anymore. Because now the only time that we stop is when we need food, because we have everything we need. Because after the 15,000 meter area, we're pretty much stacked up on everything, and especially with the newest update where they make your car use less resources, we won't need to stop at all. Like right now, we barely have any resources attached to our car, and we probably have enough to make it to like 100,000 meters or even more. Once you start getting close to the 20,000 meter mark, what you want to do is you want to take a right, and we're going to go around these mountains, because if we go through, the people will start chasing us and we aren't able to drive completely through. And oh snap, don't let that happen. So do your best to go around, but don't do what I just did. So you do want to go around the mountain. It looks like there is a little sliver of an area that you are able to go through, but I did not know that the map randomly ends like that. Well, I went ahead and respawned, and it looks like I am on top of everything, so that's pretty chill. But basically we would be coming from over here, so don't go around this area. So this area, there is like a little sliver of room that I guess you could go through, but basically whenever you get close, just go this way. So if you get close enough to them over there, they will start chasing you. So what you want to do is once you're right there, just drive around this way. But anyway, we will drive behind them, behind the mountains. Don't go completely behind the mountain because you will fall off, because apparently there's like an empty void right there. But just go around the town, don't go straight through, and also don't get too close, because if you get too close, they will start chasing you just like this. And the developers did increase how much damage they do, so right once you run out of stamina, you're pretty much dead. And also RPGs don't insta kill them, so if you go and grab this RPG, and never mind. So go around the town, make sure you don't get too close, but also don't do what I just did. But anyway, after the 20,000 meter mark, there are no more obstacles currently, so it's pretty much just a plain drive forward. So there's nothing you need to worry about after 20,000 meters except like tornadoes and thunderstorms and that kind of stuff. But there aren't any more main obstacles that you need to pass after the 20,000 meter mark. So after you go ahead and pass the ghost town, you are pretty much chilling. But anyway, that's gonna go ahead and be all for this video though, so go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you all in the next video.